this be one of the best moments of your life. You're listening to the Business Mirror Podcast for a broader look on business with Senior Editor Dennis Estopace.
Good day. Welcome to Business Mondays with BM, a segment of the Business Mirror BM Broader Look podcast that tackles the performance of the Philippine stock market. The Business Mondays with BM podcast is based on the stock market outlook story written by Business Mirror reporter VG Cabuag and comes out every Monday. Today we podcast week 7 of the stock market outlook for February 8 to 11, 2021. For the text version online, please go to the Business Mirror website and search for Stock Market Outlook. For the print edition, please go to the company section of the Business Mirror newspaper. Let's get on with the story. Share prices recovered last week, with the main index returning to the 7,000 point level as optimism returned to the market with the signing into law of the Corporate Recovery and Tax Incentives for Enterprises or CREATE Act. The key features of the CREATE bill endorsed by the bicameral panel to President Duterte include lowered corporate income tax from 30% to 20% for small and medium corporations, lowered corporate income tax from 30% to 25% for all other corporations, lowered percentage tax from 3% to 1% for small businesses whose gross sales or receipts do not exceed the VAT-exempt threshold of 3 million pesos, and lowered minimum corporate income tax from 2% to 1%. The approved measure also includes key fiscal incentives. The CREATE law would also provide higher incentives for registered enterprises located outside of metropolitan areas, additional 3 years of income tax holiday for registered enterprises that will fully relocate outside of the National Capital Region, and additional 2 years of income tax holiday for registered enterprises in areas recovering from disasters or conflict. The benchmark Philippine Stock Exchange Index gained 406.56 points to close at 7,019.18 points. The main index was up for most of the week, with Monday having the biggest gain of 202.14 points. The gains continued by Friday, with the main index rising 115.43 points despite the announcement of a higher inflation rate for January at 4.2%, breaching the central bank's target range. Foreign investors were again net sellers at 2.6 billion pesos, but average value of trade for the week remained high at 9.09 billion pesos. All other sub-indices ended on the green, with some almost reversing losses the previous week, led by the All Shares Index. The All Shares Index climbed 209.47 points to close at 4,216.80 points. The Financials Index gained 72.28 to 1,450.63. The Industrial Index soared 544.22 to close at 9,171.22. The Holding Firms Index surged 423 to 7,165.39. The Property Index increased 227.90 to close at 3,600.77. The Services Index added 47.55 to 1,497.82. And the Mining and Oil Index ascended 624.43 to close at 8,812.25. For the week, winners edged losers 191 to 50, and 13 shares were unchanged. The top gainers were United Paragon Mining Corporation, Vulcan Industrial and Mining Corporation, Abacor Capital Holdings Incorporated, Island Information and Technology Incorporated, Ace Enexor Incorporated, and Metro Alliance Holdings and Equities Corporation A&B shares. The top losers, on the other hand, were Atlas Consolidated Mining and Development Corporation, F&J Prince Holdings Corporation A, Jollyville Holdings Corporation, Ginebra San Miguel Incorporated, ATN Holdings Incorporated B, and Pacifica Holdings Incorporated. This week, trading is seen to move sideways as prices may go down, as investors may take profit. It will be a 4-day trading week as Friday is a public holiday for the Chinese Lunar New Year celebration. Jafet Luis Tanchanco, Senior Research Analyst at Philstocks Financials Incorporated, said catalysts that may tilt the local market's bias to the upside include Malacanang's signing of the CREATE Bill, as well as narratives that would point to the availability of a COVID-19 vaccine and further easing of social restrictions in the country soon. Tanchanco added that investors are also expected to closely monitor the upcoming data on foreign direct investment, as well as the policy rate decision from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas this week for clues on the local economy. Tanchanco said the Philippine Stock Exchange Index may test the 6,900 level. But if the level holds, according to Tanchanco, the main index is seen to trade with the 6,900 level as its support and the 7,150 to 7,200 range as its resistance. Meanwhile, 2Trade Asia said the main index may have recovered to the 7,000 point level, but it will be tested when corporates start reporting their 2020 figures this week, beginning with Globe Telecom Incorporated. For the stock picks, broker Regina Capital and Development Corporation advised to buy the stock of Pure Gold Price Club Incorporated as it was able to post a stellar performance and continued to work on its bullish expansion amid a national and health crisis. However, for the fourth quarter of 2020, Regina Capital expects sales to post modest improvements and see its same-store sales growth to revert to positive territory at the height of the holiday season. Regina Capital added that on an annual perspective, the year-on-year growth of Pure Gold Price Club Incorporated might be tamer in the last quarter of 2020, considering the fourth quarter of 2019 to be high-based and the spendable income of the public amid the pandemic was more sustained. Regina Capital gave a fair value price on the stock at 55 pesos. The shares of Pure Gold Price Club Incorporated closed last Friday at 38 pesos and 60 centavos apiece. Meanwhile, Regina Capital advised to trade the range on the stock of AC Energy Corporation as the stock fell during last week's trade, despite its indicators tilting bullishness on the stock. However, Regina Capital said to take note that this bullishness is showing deteriorating signs. The broker added that immediate support level patiently sits at 6 pesos and 51 centavos with resistance at 7 pesos and 84 centavos. The shares of AC Energy Corporation closed last week at 7 pesos and 22 centavos apiece. And now for the weekly weather outlook from the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical and Astronomical Services Administration or PAGASA. The PAGASA weather outlook for the week issued at 12 noon of February 5 is valid until 12 noon of February 12, 2021. According to PAGASA, by today and Tuesday, a modified Amihan will be a dominating weather system to affect the Luzon area. This is expected to bring a generally fair weather condition except for some isolated rains over Cagayan Valley, Cordillera Administrative Region, and Ilocos Region. There would be cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms over the Bicol region and the province of Quezon and Aurora due to the convergence of the Amihan and prevailing easterlies. Metro Manila and the rest of Luzon will continuously expect a generally fair weather condition except for isolated rains. PAGASA said Visayas and Mindanao will expect a generally fair weather condition except from isolated rain showers or thunderstorms, especially on the eastern section. Throughout the rest of the outlook period, covering February 10 to February 12, a gradual shift of the wind pattern is expected as a low-pressure area and a frontal system will pass far north of the Batanes area, then easterlies will be a dominant weather system to affect the country. PAGASA said the whole country will expect generally fair weather conditions from February 10 to February 12, except for isolated light rains over Cagayan Valley and the Cordillera Administrative Region. Pag-asa said, however, Metro Manila and the rest of the country would experience isolated rain showers or thunderstorms between Wednesday and Friday.
Thank you for listening to the Business Mirror podcast. For a broader look on business, follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Business Mirror. Until next time.